Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today we're taking a look at Parfums de Marly Percival. Many will tell you that this is a perfect entry into the niche world and I disagree. Stay tuned. Today's fragrance is from the niche house of Parfums de Marly and it is called Percival. This is from their fresher line and it is my first fragrance from this house. Parfums de Marly went through a reformulation where the alcohol volume was increased. I don't have any experience with any other previous versions. This fragrance was launched in 2018 by the perfumer Hamid Merathi Kashani and it is an eau de parfum concentration. I purchased the 75 ml which retails for $260. Here you have the front, here you have in your sides, back, and your bottom. So you can see this is your batch code and then this is the alcohol volume that I was talking about. When you open the bottle, when you open the box, you're greeted with the Parfums de Marly logo. You pull up like that and then you have a little, take that tab out and here is your bottle. Take a look at that bottle. Here's your top, front, bottom. Here's the batch code again. Eau de Parfum, 75 ml, and your back. The bottle is actually really nice. It's good quality. It's very heavy, but it's mainly the cap. And I like this matte finish. It gives it just a better feel on your hand. It's got a nice textured matte finish to the bottle. The atomizers on these are also really great. They work really well. They distribute a lot of the fragrance. And I actually wore this yesterday as my scent of the day. It was really hot. It was 90 degrees Fahrenheit. It was perfect weather for this type of fragrance. Before we get into my take on Percival, let's go over real quick some of the notes. In your top notes, you have lavender, mandarin orange, bergamot, geranium. In your middle notes, you have hedione, violet, jasmine, coriander, and cinnamon. In your base notes, you have ambroxan, amberwood, musk, balsam fir, and clearwood. I honestly don't know what many of those notes are, but I'll tell you what I smell with this one. What was my initial impression? In the opening, you do get a citrusy, fresh, aromatic, spicy sort of a scent. It comes off as mass appealing, fresh fragrance. Maybe after about 30 minutes, you lose the citrus notes and it becomes like this musky, floral, fresh floral scent. It's still fresh, but not really my taste. After this, it's very linear and it stays this way throughout. This gets compared to Abercrombie and Fitch Fears. And I used to think that everybody was just piggybacking on the same thing, but no, I do have to agree. It is very similar in that stage of the fragrance. How was the longevity and sillage on Percival? How is it? As far as longevity, I got about 6 hours of longevity that I could detect. Quick story, I sprayed this on around 12 p.m. yesterday. Around 9 p.m. my daughter gave me a hug and she said, "You smell like perfume." I had already changed my shirt. This might be a fragrance that you do go nose blind to, but that others can still smell. The sillage on this is also closer to you, enough to where people can detect it, but from up close. Not really what you want from a $260 fragrance. I would say overall it performs, overall its longevity and sillage is about average. Season and occasion. Now this is a very versatile fragrance. You can't go wrong with this scent profile. It's good year round, all seasons, casual and formal. It's perfect for the office or really any work environment. This is a big pro as it's what you want to get out of your fragrance. You can pick it up anytime knowing you will be smelling basically clean and fresh. But as far as my personal preference goes, now I have to mention that the opening was great. I was not wowed by this fragrance. I think it's the musky floral part of this fragrance that doesn't really appeal to me. It's by no means a bad or terrible fragrance. It's just not really my style. I was looking more for the perfect summer fragrance, and this one is not it. I also have Greenly, which I will be unboxing soon, and this time I have the 125 ml 4.2 ounce. You can see I still have it nice and sealed. Make sure you do subscribe because it'll be coming up real soon. Performance. Let's talk a little bit about the performance on this one. In the opening, this fragrance really does project about 3 to 3.5 feet. It's pretty loud, but only for around 30 minutes. Then it dies down to maybe about 1.5 feet. After that, this scent gets into the mid and the dry down for the next 6 or 7 hours. This is where I believe that it does smell very close to the Abercrombie and Fitch Fierce. Another thing is I've heard that once you spray that Parfums de Marly, especially in these recent batches, you want to let them sit for a while and then they perform better. That could be the case, but for me, it just gets basically about average performance. Like I said, I don't know if I go nose blind to it though, because basically 9 hours later, my daughter specifically told me that she could still smell it. So it could be that as well. But what are my final thoughts on Parfums de Marly Percival? Others have told you or tell you that this is the best fragrance to start with if you want to enter into the Parfums de Marly house or even just niche. However, I highly disagree. By far, you should try Layton. That one is unique, it's mass appealing, and long lasting. If you want to jump into niche, why would you want to go for something that resembles designer, right? I have a sample of Layton and I wore it and it's fantastic. I have that bottle on the way. Overall though, this one, it's a good scent. It's not great, and to me personally, not the special summer fragrance that I was looking for. That doesn't mean that you should not go out and try it for yourself, but that's gonna be my take on it. This one's a little shorter, but I did want to get that out. Hopefully we unbox this one and this one can be that perfect summer fragrance that I'm looking for. I'll definitely let you know, and that's gonna do it for me. Once again, thank you for watching and take care.